Yeah, I just obviously everything everybody said, times 100. I think the thing that was so huge, I mean, the whole process of the 10-day challenge, and I've spent some serious money and dove into Tony Robbins and did his Life and Wealth Mastery and Date with Destiny and Unleash the Power Within. And I did all that before coming to Wyndham when I was in a bad place, but took a stretch and went into that. So I always thought of myself as like I did power rituals and I did the morning listening to the Les Browns and the, various people every single morning. And then on the way to work, I listened to Joel Osteen and I did that. And then I couldn't understand why this year after I hit Legend was like just kind of falling apart. And, not now, can't for now, but that's how it was when I got into the challenge. And I realized when I took the leap and actually went into, our mastermind group, it is different. It's very practical. You have to, it's like an athlete, I forget, I think Carolyn or someone had brought the, thing about being a bodybuilder. And I do a lot of things with sports analogies too. And I really realized that it's not just going through the motions. This is making a true commitment. And like Jamie said, that same thing, it's ironic, but this happens in parallels with all of us, but waking up, and I was the same. I didn't wake up early or do any of those things. And my little 5-minute listen to an audio while I got ready. And then, 10 minutes in the car, I figured that was enough for me. But now with the real commitment to the power rituals, and the greatest thing about Joni's program is that it is so structured and so laid out that it's like, it gives you the roadmap to your success. There's no like missing gap. And I think that was huge for myself having the success that I've had, because there's all these pieces of motivation and development and read this book and listen to this podcast. And that's great that, a lot of people gravitate to that, but there's never a roadmap. Like, okay, you have to, before you go to sleep, do the hypnosis, then do, the theater of your mind. And it was just, I think that really, if I had to put a finger on anything, I was just amazed of how her program, compared to, I feel that I've studied under some of the best people in NLP and in the industry. And it just really put everything together for me. And I mean, you talk about changing your life and attracting abundance in all areas and truly manifesting it and owning it. And I think the shifts were, for myself, I'm back to Jen Sincero is somebody I used to listen to all the time. And, You're a Badass or whatever her audio is, or her book. And it's like, I got back to, yeah, I'm a badass. Like I had lost my identity. I was beaten down. I just was walking around in like a fog. And that is not who the essence of me, is. And I think I don't remember exactly, but you know how when we do the magnetic energy, when we do that, I love the part where the gold ball is above you and the essence of you is coming into you. I don't know how to put it into words, obviously, like Joni does, but I feel that whole energy around me when I do that. And I feel like I'm me again. And I think, again, thank you. I was looking through my text messages because, don't mind my cat.
You can go into as much detail as you want. Let me say that. But.
Yeah, I went through my text messages and it was, I was looking back at the challenge, the 10-day challenge, actually, first of all. And all the wins were in there. And I remember texting you saying, wow, this is more than I imagined, and the breakthrough that I had. So for the whole year, I didn't even hit close to top level. And I was used to hitting top level every month for 5 years straight, basically. So January, when it came this year, after I hit the Legend in my 5th year, I said, and unfortunately I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I hit my Legend. I don't care. I'm going to take it easy. I'd said all these things and I couldn't understand why I wasn't selling. But then when I started the challenge, in 10 days, I had done more volume in those 10 days that I had done in any given month since January for 5 months. Then when I went into the mastermind group, which was 2 months ago, I hit top level both. I wrote, I don't even know, in 6 weeks, I think I wrote 700,000 in volume, which that was my norm before. but I hadn't hit it in so long. I actually forgot. I was like, I forgot what it felt like, and just rolling from that, and just like, not even just the selling, but just feeling that energy back in me of winning. And, just, it was just awesome. So yeah, it was like 700,000 in 6 weeks. It changed my whole year for President's Club, which, always had come easy, so to speak. I always worked hard, but, and, yeah, it changed everything. It just, I still, I remember sending her my white bar. That's our like sheet we get for bonuses in Wyndham. And it was so funny. I'm not gonna, not the dollar amount, but as soon as I took the leap to go into the mindset, which again, getting into sports, you have to stretch yourself. LeBron James, what does he do? He hires, coaches. I mean, they hire these people, and you look at them like, why would they hire anybody? Because they're always trying to get to that next level. And I was like, how have I not poured anything financially into my career? I've been so blessed. I've been able to do so much for so many people, but I haven't put money into the career. And I remember when I took that, as a process, and I decided to do it, not even 5 weeks later, I sent Joni a picture of the bonus check, only bonus. And I was like, oh, well, that took care of that. Let's get going, girl. And so it's just been awesome. It's not even about the money. It's just about the accomplishment and, being with these awesome people. Like you said, the community is all love. So love you. And I appreciate it all. Believe me.